Hi, Virgo rising. How are you guys doing? Let's get in there and just get your reading going. So what you're looking at here is a Virgo rising chart. Finally figured it out how to do it. So here's you as the Virgo rising. All of these transits are what's going on in the world. Okay, and so of course, number one, we're going to go to the sun here in Aries. Now, as you can see, for you all, that is in your 8th house. 8th house is it's a lot of things. It's taboo things. It's other people's money, shared resources. It is deep intimacy. It can be very dark and sexual in a taboo way. It can simply be shared resources and whatever. So something's being illuminated there. There's also a conversation there in Mercury. That red numbering there next to him indicates that he is retrograde. So there's some sort of active conversation and illumination in your 8th house of any of those things. We shall see. 8th house is one of those houses that just, it's hard to pin down, which is why cards are so great in reading like this, because it hones in. Okay, and I'm going to hop over here to Venus. This one, not that guy, this one. Venus is in your 9th house of higher education, philosophies, learning. And here, you know, I'm feeling money here. Venus and Taurus most of the time for me is money. But it doesn't have to be. It does not have to be. But it could be, you know. Are we changing our philosophies about shared resources and money in a partnership? Maybe you got a big tax return. That would be very fitting for that Sun-Mercury conjunction there. And some sort of, maybe you're going to spend it on a trip. That would be a really simplistic way to read it. I hope that's true. You know, easy breezy. These are not easy breezy energies. It's a little tense. Not quite as tense as that full moon, for sure. So let's see. Let's see what the resolution is after all of that tension that you all, you know, everybody experienced around full moon time. And then we have these two that I've already pulled on are squaring Saturn and Mars there in your 5th house. I mean, I know it says 4th house there. It could be 4th, 5th, but Capricorn is the ruler. Capricorn, this little guy here, is the ruler of your 5th house of joy and happiness and children and whatnot. Perhaps we're arguing about children or happiness or what would make us most happy. You know, 8th house is also, it's death and birth and regeneration because it's ruled by Pluto. And this is the house of children here. Maybe you guys are arguing over whether or not to have another baby. So Saturn is, or a baby, maybe you don't even have one. And like financial concerns come into the discussion. Or in the partnership, are we a couple that is going to do that? Now, if you're not in a partnership, that would be creativity and, I wasn't focused. I gotta focus over here. Because these two are conjunct. So Mars in here is action. Mars in Capricorn is decided action. So there's a restriction and then something that you do in response to this conversation up here, whatever it is. Okay, and then Venus is in positive flow to that, even though the Sun and Mercury are in negative flow. It's interesting. I don't know. I like it. It feels, no, it's the same. Okay. So let's go over here. I want to know why my program won't do what I want it to do. Anyway, Jupiter is in your 3rd house of communication in Scorpio. So this is an intense conversation or desire about creativity, children, joy, happiness. Communications about these things being made bigger. And like I said in the intro, it's still an overall conversation of my wants versus my responsibilities a lot of time. We'll go ahead and pull in the moon, even though the moon, not aspecting anybody, just hanging out, just for an overall emotional indicator for the month of April for the Virgo rising. And then I'm going to move over here into Pluto. He's in positive flow with this conversation and makes it all the more conversation about deep, deep desires, what you really, 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 really want. And then let's go ahead and pull on Neptune in Pisces in your relationship house. Now, Neptune at this particular time is not aspecting anybody, but it is in your relationship house for years and years to come, which lends a lot of confusion. That's not a fun placement, I'm not gonna lie, especially if you have placements in your 7th house. It's confusing and watery and deceptive and illusions. So I'm gonna go over here to Uranus in Aries. He is not aspecting anybody either. He's hanging out, but it does lend an air of surprise and unexpected things in the month of April. So what is that for the Virgo rising? Let's find that one too. And lastly, over here, now remember, so North Node in Leo in your 12th house that's a rough one. I'm not gonna lie. It is about diving deeper and taking not even responsibility, more of leadership regarding your own spiritual health. That's what you're meant to do. And North Node in the 12th house, for a lot of, just from experience of reading people, can be depressing. It just is. It's confusing, it's depressing, and why? Because a lot of times it causes it brings experiences to you when you're not paying attention to it in order to make you pay attention to it. And that's usually done through not fun experiences, right? Where you just go, fuck it all. I'm just going to be by myself and be in my corner and meditate and contemplate. But it's for a good reason. Okay, so now I'm over here in the sun in your 8th house. What is being illuminated? Oh, wow. Temperance. Taking care of you. Good. Good, good, good. Next to Mercury, what is the conversation? We got the Hermit, and I shuffled these really, really well. This is really weird. Huh. Okay. Well, here's you and past heartbreak. So you're seeking. You are having a conversation, it looks like with yourself, about this is laying low, taking care of you, doing things that put you in a solitary space, but in a good way. This is very, very good. How would that go in the 8th house? It's like not a house of contemplation like that. Huh. Well, it is now, right? That's what you're doing. Let's go see what it's squaring. What's the restriction? Saturn in the 5th house. Oh, shit. Wow. Okay. Heartbreak. You've been very, very betrayed or betrayed another. Big time. You're trying to move on from that. Right next to Mars. 6 of Wands. You're wanting to overcome some sort of very terrible betrayal that you've experienced in the area of happiness, children, joy, that sort of thing. You're retreating and taking care of you, which, good. So it looks like that full moon brought you a doozy, brought you something not very great. And now you're going into your cave and trying to, figure it out. You want to overcome that feeling. I don't know how well that's going to go for you. It's hard to triumph over things like that. You have to heal, not win, you know? But that's where you're at right now. You're trying to win. You're trying to triumph. You're trying to beat it. That betrayed feeling. And then here in Venus, in your 9th house, in Taurus, we have the 3 of Cups. Well, you're going out, celebrating, having a great time as part of your taking care of you. Good, good, good. I like seeing that. And then, so she's in positive flow down here. So it looks like you're coping with some sort of terrible betrayal by going out, retreating at the same time, and doing you. I like it. I do. I don't know what this betrayal was, but it did a number on you. Let's go over here, because I want to see what this Jupiter in your 3rd house is. Knight of Cups. So either you or someone else is not into it. Not feeling emotion, not feeling love. No, thank you. Not giving it, not accepting it. Let's go over here to Pluto and see what's in positive flow to that. 3 of Coins reversed. Nor are you interested in working on it. Not interested at all. Wow. I don't know who the heck hurt you, but you are not having it. I like that. I like people growing a pair. I do. Like, you gotta put up with that. And then over here, Neptune and Pisces in your relationship house all by itself. If you don't, for those of you coupled in a committed partnership, if you don't break up or have not broken up, that relationship will be unrecognizable after April. I'm getting the sense it is OVER. Done. Wow. What did they do? Because every reading I've done on you, it's like you're hanging in there, hanging in there, hanging in there, hanging in there, hanging in there. You are not hanging in there now. It is the opposite of that. Like, fuck you, and I'm going to take care of me. That's what I'm looking at here. Okay. What is the surprise? Palace of Cups and 2 of Coins. Ooh. I feel like somebody found out. Somebody was juggling. Somebody had more than smelling cheating here. Either you got discovered cheating or you discovered them cheating, which would be supremely ironic if I'm right about your guys' shenanigans over the last couple of months. Well, that would be an interesting twist, wouldn't it? Let's look at North Node. That's in positive flow over here to these two. And your destiny. Bringing destined things to you. Interesting. You got the Devil. So My first hit on that was in relationship readings, a lot of times for me, the devil is cheating energy. It's being addicted to someone or whatnot. But I get the feeling you are the one that was cheated on. Although in every reading I've done for you guys, you had another person that you wanted to be with, and you insisted on being with this person, who is, again, not showing up, because they never do. Almost never. So maybe they were doing the same thing, and now you're like cutting ties and all cold as ice, which, be careful on how you conduct yourself in condemning people for something that you yourself were engaged in. That would be deeply immature and toxic if that's what you're doing. So let's see. How are you feeling? I'm looking over here at the moon. You just want to know what the fuck is up. I just want to know what's true. What is going on here all around? Wow. It's a lot of drama for Virgos. You guys don't like drama. I want to pull on every single one because I want to know what is up. I want to know. I'm going to just start over here. I want to know why the devil is here for your North Node and your 12th house. I want to know why the Knight of Cups reversed is here. This is seriously like, it's almost cruel a little bit. Not emotionally, I would say. Very, very, very cold. Looking at that Ten of Swords signified by Saturn over here. What in the heck is making you feel like, or why is the Ten of Swords a restriction? Why is that here? It might not be you. The more I look at this, the more I think that perhaps a partner busted you and is hurt, and that's a limitation, and you're trying to get them back or whatever, and they're not having it. That could be. Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords here. Doesn't want to give it up. There we go, finally, jeez. I saw what it was. I'm going to pull one more. It was the Page of Swords. Like, clearly somebody got told something that, what is the thing? And then, Six of Wands for Mars. Why is that here? Do you feel, maybe you feel triumphant because you weren't happy anyway? I don't know. Don't need to pull on that. Don't need to pull on that. One more on the Uranus surprise thing, like an emotional space that you were put in because of the Two of Pentacles, which is like juggling. There we go. Why is Death here for Neptune and Pisces? And why is the Hermit and Three of Swords reverse signified for Mercury? Like it's a conversation. And one more for Three of Cups in Venus up here. Here's Venus with Three of Cups. All right. I want to know first? Well, a good place to start would be down here. Got some sort of betrayal. First one I got was Page of Swords, so I was like, well, what? What was the news? What was the whatever? We have the High Priestess, Four of Cups, Five of Wands reversed, and the Hierophant. You got found out, or somebody was spying on somebody else and was found out. And they just can't believe it. And there was arguing about it, and you're just all butthurt about it now. Wow. You get her a lot as the other person. That's certainly not your partner. So it's like, I can't believe it. There's nothing more to say. This feels like you were busted. I think this hurt feelings is the other in your partnership. Mars, Six of Wands for triumphantness. What are you trying to win or get better? And we have Ten of Pentacles reversed. Either it's going to cost you a whole lot of money to move away from this partnership that you had, or, and you're going to win, you're going to triumph over it, or it feels more financial, or generational family, like crapping on you and telling you what you got to be doing, or trying to stay together for a child because it's in your 5th house. No, it's not going to work. Okay, for Neptune, signified by death, Ten of Swords reversed. So really the only way that you all are going to heal is 2-part. For the surprise element of this whole thing, for Palace of Cups and Two of Pentacles, we have the Lovers. Choice between 2 people. It's a choice. There were 2 people and it was discovered. And that's what happened. Wow. Or will happen in April. Y'all are going to get busted, okay? That's exactly what. Devil again. For clarifying Mercury, which is your ruler. Something you got found out. Wow. Okay. And so now, for the Three of Cups and Venus, Ten of Wands reversed, like you're just like, you know what, fuck it. For the North Node in Leo with the Devil, Wheel of Fortune reversed. You guys are having to confront your own deception, your own lies, your own tendencies, and you don't like the way that feels, but you're doing all the right things. And you know what? I'm not crapping on it. Like, people lie a lot and aren't truthful a lot for reasons that are complicated. It's not always that simple. You know what I mean? And I get that. I do. I just feel like you're like, well, yep, that happened. Knight of Cups reversed. There's Seven of Pentacles reversed and the Emperor reversed. This feels like you. This feels like you going, you know what? It wasn't a fair situation to begin with, which I consistently saw for you guys in your relationships. Like one was giving more than the other, or you weren't happy. And Emperor reverse, you didn't feel in control of your own life. Well, it seems that that's going to get taken care of for you shortly. Yes, it is. And you know what? It's okay. Sometimes it's just better just to rip off the Band-Aid and get done with it and move on with your life. Looks like you're trying to heal from this in April. I bet that's what that full moon brought you guys. It was a big, you're busted. And now you can begin again. That's what death is all about. Burns down your relationship village, you got death for this guy right here. And it's all for your spiritual development. And it's all to know yourself, right? For those of you where I was correct in the last reading, I remember it, where your upbringing showed you basically what was in your eyes perfect parents and perfect partnership, where people never had desires and never fought and didn't give you a real good foundation on how to conduct yourself in relationships. And so, you know, fate stepped in, brought you a person that lit you up and showed you things, and it was no longer acceptable for you to be there or not have it. Like, it just, now you know. Now you know, and have learned things that are going to help you on the road to a healthier partnership. That had to die. All of those preconceived notions, all those things had to go. And you need to work with your shadow side, or what you perceive to be as shadow side, which had, from what I could feel in your other readings and see, hot sexual passionate desire for another, the devil does not make. The devil part is cheating and lying behind someone else's back and not being honest about what you want. That's the devil part. Not the actual passion and desire. You know? It doesn't say whether, I see your other person there, as usual. I don't see your partner here. Or I guess they're not your partner anymore. I don't see a divorce card, but I do see every indication that this is over. That's it. There's almost like a power to getting caught in these type of things. Like, really spectacularly, it feels like you got caught. Like, I feel like they were watching you, following you, maybe GPS'd your car or something. Like, you're busted. There ain't no talking your way out of that. It's almost freeing. So that you can start again in your truth and pick a partner that you're more compatible with. Like, yes, I did that. Okay, finally. Like, it's off my back. Now I can start again. In an emotionally honest way. For me. Good. Wow. That is very dramatic for you guys. Yowza. I got some oracle cards. I'm not into oracle cards, and I never will be, but these are astrology. So, which is my thing. And I really like them. And I'm going to ask it, how best for you to navigate these energies in the month of April for the Virgo rising? Well, talk about flying out. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. So this is the start of a spiritual journey for you. You got Pisces. Pisces is ruled by the 12th house, which, as you can see, look what's in your 12th house at this time. Destiny in the North Node. It is not a time to try to figure stuff out. It is not a time to make a list and be Virgo. It's not time for that right now. It's time to be very spiritual, very contemplative. It is time to however it is you do it, meditate, connect with your spirituality, connect with your shadow side and your highest energies. Okay? Get spiritual. And that doesn't mean anything other than connecting with you and listening to what this North Node is trying to tell you. Okay? Wow, this is a very powerful reading. Good luck. Let me know if this blowout happened for you and what it was. It's pretty clear. If it's not a relationship, I don't even understand. Energy's the same, just remove relationship. You got found out for something. Or you found somebody else out. I'm feeling you got found out. Because it's forcing you to look into those energies. of your shadow side, of the devil, of that type of thing. So good luck. And I'm sorry it was a hard one, but I really like this Ace of Swords new start. And hopefully in May is a whole new thing. So good luck. And please like, subscribe, and share so that I can get my numbers up enough so I can do live. That's what I want to do. Okay? Good luck.